I am going to be talking to you about the new Fenty Pro Filt'R Soft Matte Powder Foundation. I was lucky enough to get this yesterday when it was launched, and I wanted to film this today for you. I wanted to show you how it looks on my skin. Through the video I won't be talking, but what I will be doing is demonstrating how it looks on my skin, and then we'll have some thoughts at the end of the video. So let me tell you a little bit more about this. So this is Rihanna's 50 shades of different soft matte powder foundations that she launched as of yesterday, the 26th of December, Boxing Day. First of all, I was so impressed with the fact that she launched 50 shades to match all the existing foundations that she already has. So it makes it a lot easier for people to pick their shade, literally know that it should be okay. I am in the number 310, so I picked up the 310. So it comes in the Fenty packaging. At the back it says medium to full coverage for all, light as air, flawless filter effect. The main key ingredient is talc at the start, then there's a list of ingredients throughout. You have a 12-month shelf life from when you open it, and there is 9.1 grams of product, and yeah, it's made in Italy. So let me show you what it looks like. This is the octagon shape, so 8 sides, as we all know from Fenty, and I love this. It's very much like a compact. It's quite thick, yet when you open it, as you can see, you have a mirror, and then you've got the compact inside, and then you've got a second layer which has the puff. It's in that sort of octagon shape as well, so you can use that when you're on the go, and then you flip that back down, and then you've got the colour again. What I thought I'd do with you today is I'm going to put on my Fenty primer, so I'm going to do that first, and then once I've done the primer, this is the Soft Matte Pro Filt'R primer. I have prepped my skin, so I have put my skincare on, and then I'm going to put the Fenty powder on after I've prepped my skin again with this primer. So let's go through this right now. So I've just put on the Fenty Soft Matte Powder Foundation. I have put that all on both sides of my face. What I probably want to do is a check-in in about 5 or 6 hours time, and to show you how this is worn. Initially, just wanted to let you know that I was actually really shocked at how good the coverage was. Now, I own the Fenty foundation the Soft Matte Foundation and the hydrating one. I love her foundation. I think that the finish is so lovely. I think that powder is a great option. I was worried because I have dry skin, so I wasn't sure how it was going to look on me, and we'll see how it wears out throughout the day. My skin is kind of like dry combination, so usually my T-zone starts to get oily, but my cheeks are quite dry, and I think that my skin is extra dry during the winter. So I'm really keen to see how this fares throughout the day. Now, I'm not going to put anything extra on. I'm going to do a similar thing that I did with the Gucci foundation, and I'm going to just let this this sort of sit on my skin for the next sort of 5 hours. I'll do a brief check-in and I will tell you how it's fared in the next 5 hours. So that is me initially. What I can see is that it has totally really just blurred my skin, which I really like, and I do have a couple of blemishes which it has been able to cover. I wouldn't say that it's covered it completely. I had to go in a few times to cover it, but I think that it's definitely something that I would carry around with me in my purse or my handbag, because sometimes during the day your makeup does tend to wear out. So I would use it most likely as an accompaniment to any kind of liquid foundation that I have. When it starts to wear off, it's a great topper to just kind of lift the skin up and just make the skin look blurred again and just cover up imperfections. It's kind of odd because I think that when I initially saw this, I thought it reminded me a little bit of Bare Minerals, where you have a powder and the powder just, instead of using a liquid, you use a powder. And I really welcome this when I'm in a hot country because I don't tend to wear liquids. So when I go abroad, I tend to wear more powder because my skin gets warmer and it gets more sort of oily because of the sun. So I think this will be great for hot countries as well. So when you're going abroad, it's probably worth taking. I'd like to see how it fares throughout the day. It also reminds me a little bit of Chantecaille. They have a sort of compact like this as well. It's obviously a lot more expensive than this one. It has a similar kind of finish. I'll definitely do a comparison between this and Chantecaille at some point so you can see how they compare, and maybe my Bare Minerals as well. We could just see how they all compare against those two. But for my initial thoughts, I think that I'm really impressed with the coverage. Really surprised that this is how it looks because I wasn't sure what to expect. I wasn't sure what the finish would be like, and to me it's just like having the foundation but in a powder format. So I don't think you can go wrong, and I'm so pleased because from a previous video that you saw with my Gucci review, I found with the Gucci it was so hard to pick my shade, but with Fenty it's just so easy to pick a shade because it is equivalent to what you would get in her shades for the liquid foundation. So it's really just a question of, right, I'm 310, I'm gonna go in and get 310 again. You know that it's gonna suit your sort of complexion and your skin tone. So I am really, really pleased with this. I definitely recommend it as an initial sort of thought. I'll give you my thoughts again in a couple of hours when I do another check-in, but yeah, that's my initial thoughts. So hello, this is my 5 p.m. check-in. So it's been a few hours since I've had the Fenty foundation on, but I just wanted to tell you what it looks like. So I'd say that the cheeks look okay still. I'd probably say my T-zone is getting a little bit oily, so there's a little bit of oil there, a little bit on my nose and a little bit on my chin, which shows that I'm probably combination skin. It's still holding up well on the cheeks. Like I said, it is sort of showing up a little bit here, but I think my skin is starting to peek through here. Yeah, that is the 5 p.m. check-in. Overall, I am happy with this foundation. It is very, very good. I hope this has been helpful. Please let me know your thoughts about this launch, what you think of how it looks on my skin. Is it something that you're going to pick up? If you need any advice, if you have any questions at all, please drop me a message in the comment section and I will do my best to answer it. Please enjoy the rest of your Christmas holidays. I look forward to filming some more videos, if not before the new year, then in the new year. I wish you a happy new year and I will see you soon. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for weekly uploads.